Hey, what's up, and welcome to my corner of the internet. So before I tell you about this very disappointing anime, please like, comment, and subscribe. That'll be much appreciated. We got goals around here and we're trying to achieve them. So please help out. With all that being said, you know, anime is such a hit or miss business. It is filled with woes, wows, and ohs. There's so many things that happens within the anime community that you just can't even place how it's going to happen. With that being said, when an anime returns and there's a change of a studio, it's quite honest to say we got a different cook in the kitchen and we have no idea what he's about to do. So we're going to let him cook. And unfortunately, he didn't cook well this time. When Blue Exorcist was named to be returning, I was excited. Blue Exorcist is one of those animes of the 2010s that I think had a solid story, had some good ideas, and had some great themes that were genuinely interesting. The idea of self-sacrifice, the stories, the parallels between mythology and so many different ideas explored within our characters, and the jealousy, the fight between the demons and the humans. There was a lot of good things about Blue Exorcist, but man, this is probably one of the weakest arcs to this season, honestly. But before all of that, this is 12 episodes. This was animated by Studio Vlon, and fam, what the hell is this? This is such a drop in form. This is like bad. Like going from a great A1 picture studio to this studio where everything looks like a slideshow and things are animated so differently and oddly. And I thought I was weird at first. I genuinely thought I was bugging, but I'm not. They changed their studios. And it's obvious in the way the action, the way things look, even how things are just going about. It just all looks so damn weird. Blue Exorcist is one of those animes that I didn't want forgotten, because if you're caught up on the manga, it actually gets way cooler, way more interesting. There's way more plot points being figured out, and the Great War versus like Satan is like kind of cool. We get to see a culmination of different characters' growth, moments, and I don't know, this arc, I don't even want to say the name of this arc because I'm just going to put it on the screen. This arc shows how lacking Blue Exorcist can be, minus like some of the fluff of the story. It introduces another key part of the story and adds more nuances of gray into it. But it's so lacking because, like, God, this bitch is annoying. Like, the girl we're saving this time, oh my God, she is so freaking annoying. Like, she just makes the wrong choice every single time and then randomly makes it. And it all makes sense because we see why she doesn't necessarily want to be helped. But it just doesn't make sense to be so against being helped when, like, you obviously and clearly can't do it on your own. But again, it's her character arc, so we're growing through these things. But when I tell you this story was lackluster, the visuals were just abhorrent. I could not tell you how disappointing it was to see this show return in this way and look like such a drop in love and care. Blue Exorcist has always been not the greatest, like, it's not going to be like a great fighting shonen, but it's going to look good enough and interesting enough to pique what would make you want to watch something. This just looks terrible. It's got these weird facial expressions. The the way, and when you look at characters from a distance, you can't really see their faces. They're just blank faces sometimes.
兄さん俺が止める行けそんな見せかけの炎やと島一つ忠告しといてあげるわ
Also, the story just the visuals just lacked, bro. Like, it was so incredibly disappointing, and I've said that before, but Blue Exorcist is one of those stories that I feel like it got left behind as shonen years just progressed, and it's a story that deserves to be told, especially when we delve deeper into, also this is going to be kind of spoiler heavy, like Rin and his brother and his secret jealousy of the other. There's so many other pieces of characters that grow. Shima being a spy and the choices he makes, Lucifer and the growing dynamic of all these different characters, the widening of the world, the introducing of the war that's soon to come. It just felt incredibly lackluster, and there was no interpretation of the source material that was reinvented. You know, a good anime is able to take what they get from the manga and just do something different. Give us some more visuals. It was just a one-to-one adaptation with such poor showcasings that I just could have just read the manga and just been like way happier with what I'm looking at. And that's kind of what some of the problems with adaptation can be, is when a studio does not even try to reinvent or give us a little bit more than what the manga did. It genuinely like tore my heart to pieces, because I know Blue Exorcist is a good story. I know it has some great fight scenes. I know it has some cool moments, and I know I'm actually supposed to enjoy what I'm watching. But with this anime adaptation, I thought it was lackluster to say the least, and I can't really recommend this to you, and I'm sorely disappointed. This was probably the most disappointing anime of winter. I literally dropped this and like came back to it later because I was just like, what the hell is this? Genuinely astonishing to know that a studio was able to get away with this. But then again, there's been some studios that have got away with some very egregious things. And maybe this studio is just starting out. I see that Vlone has just been animating some other obscure animes, but they gotta do a little bit better than this, especially for a good story like Blue Exorcist. But anyway, that's just my thoughts. Do you agree? Do you disagree? You're probably wrong if you disagree, no offense. Please like, comment, and subscribe. I appreciate you so much. I hope you're taking care of yourself. Happy Friday. And, you know,